Just a little update from the cell phone. Didn't feel like getting the GoPro out. I've removed everything off the tail. So, mud flap, fender, all the lights, everything out of the center. The little toolkit used to go right here. It was kind of neat. I've never seen that before. The little metal toolkit that sat right there. Everything's in good shape. Everything's in baggies. I didn't break anything. I had to cut one wire. All the wires are labeled. So the plan, what I'd like to do, start cut this off, cut this bracket off, use this bracket to mount my seat. You know, try to put some type of wing nut on the bottom of it, and pour a fiberglass seat that will follow the contour of the top frame, and then build my own seat off it. Try to do something with the electronics in a tray right here underneath. Try to figure that out. Run pod filters because the stock air filters are hard to find, and figure out a way to mount the battery right here in this open section behind, in between, above the swing arm. I mean, you obviously can't mount it on the swing arm, but if I can figure out a way to mount it to this piece of frame right here, maybe I'll have to buy another battery because of the cheap one I bought, the little crappy Everlast from Walmart, just to see if it would run. And then in the end, well, in the beginning, once I start cutting, cut it. I want to say, I don't want to get near this angled piece here where you're talking about support for your shock. Cut it here, and then maybe weld a piece, a straight piece above right here, just to take the place of this support beam, because this feels solid and you don't really want to jeopardize the frame. Then from a handlebar perspective, I actually have the old bars off the Niner. There's Rabbit riding the Niner. The old bars off the Niner that I might try to throw on there and see how they look. I got to figure out what I'm going to do about controls, because everything goes through the bars, and I'm not a big fan of that. In case I want to switch out bars, and I don't really want to try to run wires through handlebars. I'd rather try to get them on the outside. So I might have to try to figure out what I'm going to do about new controls, or something different. Minimize them. The brake is definitely not great. I got it working, and then it started to leak again. And then when I took it apart, the piston itself is all pitted, and then there was some really nasty stuff inside that caliper. The caliper itself is fine. The paint's been taken off it, and I'm going to just run it as a polish. Go from the fender itself is going to get chopped. I would like to keep a small front fender, and then figure out a way to mount a small rear fender. I have two fenders, so probably be doing that as well. She's coming along very slow. Definitely a basket case. Nothing's really shined up, but if you watch the other video, she does run. And didn't get to take her for a test ride, which was bad on me, but the tank's sitting over there, and it's got some acid in it right now, eating rust, and I have to figure out a way to get the old liner out of it, because the old liner's not coming away. The acetone ate about half of it, and the rest of it kind of peels away from the side, but it's full of acid and water right now, killing all the rust. It actually looks pretty decent on the inside. Anyway, there's your update.